time to have extra, but look, Magnus has he's done it today. He feels confident with it, and he feels confident.
The last part is the key part, on the tablet. I mean, it's Armageddon now, so, these guys, when they had some close games, it's ended up in a draw. Like, some of the end games they're not full flagging. Magnus has not, we haven't seen Magnus flag someone with his tablet, have we?
I would love to see it. I
want to see it.
When you think about it, he kind of did it last game, but it's not what you're talking about. It's not. Yeah, it's not like a competitive time scramble where he's needed to do it.
Queen's Gambit declined here. Very topical. This H3 move, you often pull your bishop back to F4. It has H2. Also just takes away the the G4 square, but yeah, knight F3. Black often plays, oh, he goes knight E2. That's the other way of playing it. Sometimes combined with F3, E4.
One of the reasons that I like this opening selection for Duda is it does feel, generally speaking, like the pieces stay on the board. In this variation, the maximum you get is the dark square bishops exchanging after something like knight H5. Sometimes you see that. A5 indicates to me that we might be seeing knight A6, knight C7, knight E6, which is a common maneuver. But Magnus going for knight D7, I'm curious to see the setup. Right now, I don't think everything is fully decided, whether we're going to see B5, which is sometimes the case, or knight F8 maybe.
Yeah, probably knight F8. B5 maybe more common, especially when white fully commits to the king side. Then you react on the queen side. A5 is a useful move in general because it restricts or prepares for white's minority attack. Duda playing A4, by the way, right? That's not always standard.
No, unusual.
Because it does weaken the B4 square. Now, I don't expect Magnus to reroute a knight here, but it just makes white's minority attack not so strong because even if you get in B4, you don't have an easy pawn to chip away at this B7 base. And you see Magnus maneuvering his knight. Sometimes the knight goes back to G7 to support bishop F5. More trades, and it is a very solid opening, solid position. Duda moving the knight to C1. Oftentimes, how does white push? Eventually F3, E4. Not that easy to accomplish. Sometimes F3 weakens the G3 square, and sometimes E3 is just weak anyways. But different way of playing than maybe the standard way, but he's got ideas. I'm sure he thought about it. I have to win, and Magnus is playing the Queen's Gambit declined, and he knows, Magnus knows structures really, really well. How do I change it up, right?
Yeah, knight E4, definitely a way to do it. It felt like white was very close to the move F3. Whether it would have been on the next move or not, I'm not too sure, but I liked F3 and sliding the queen over to F2. So knight E4 came in, and the real question is the move F5, which you can play. It's probably, I think, most people's first thought, let me anchor that knight in. But, you do get hit with F3 there. So Magnus decides to do something that seems unusual, but Eric, for the pawn structure, not unusual at all.
knight as well.
Correct.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Knight comes in immediately. Are we missing a move here, though? Is there some sort of knight f4, knight g6?
That looks tricky.
He has to do something immediate. He has to go for it. Can't play passive. You will lose the e3 pawn. Wow. Magnus is playing like a machine here. Queen f5, there's no good discoveries.
And you're hitting the rooks. You're kind of forcing even more trades. Not to mention knight c4. The second that you have a moment, you're playing that move.
Queen takes. Well, we can't say Duda isn't trying this game.
No,
There's still tricks like h5, knight takes h5. There's still like ways to blunder, but the problem is he doesn't have a threat. Wait, is the threat knight h5? Oh, the threat is knight h5.
Threat is knight h5.
Knight h5
so
is the threat.
Knight c4 because of that. You certainly can't trade queens. That's very frustrating.
Well, it's hard to suggest anything else, though. Yeah, okay, he's trying to go for a good version of that, and he wants black to trade queens, so his king, in certain positions, may march up the board. If you can take f6, play g5, hit the rook on f7, and just go for a counterattack that way, I mean, does it work? No, but is it the best try? Probably.
Rook f2. There's rook e8.
Here comes the king march. Magnus is probably going to bring his king in. Yep.
40 seconds.
Knight on f4 at least.
He can still fight, but he's definitely losing his belief, it feels like, in the position.
Yeah, keeping the knight on... Okay. Now he's all in.
Yep.
He's trying to set up some sort of check on h6.
I mean, I understand it. There might be h5.
h5, that's right.
That's a very strong move. That's a powerful move.
It feels like Magnus has gotten a bit stronger in the last part of the match.
h5 is brutal.
Rook comes in. Oh, this is clinical. The knight has no good squares.
Yeah, e3
slowly
is
but
hanging,
surely.
g4 is hanging.
Resignation.
He is going to resign. Yep. Jan-Krzysztof Duda resigning. I mean, Magnus just played a